All right, I think I'm back in the portal again. You understand me? Let me jump in. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, everybody want the crown until they find out what it costs.
Back in the portal, man.
Let's talk about it. Heavy is the crown, but I ain't putting it down.
Welcome to the portal.
This assignment, so I'm standing my ground. Whoa. Heavy is the crown, still I won't back down. The pressure got louder, but my faith got louder now. Heavy is the crown. Heavy is the crown. Heavy is the crown. But God won't let me drown. Yeah. Wake up early, stay up late. Everybody counting on me. Trying to keep food on the table while making sure the family eat. Problems coming from every side, still can't afford to panic. Cause when you're the man of the house, everybody watching how you handle it. Kids need wisdom, bills need money, life need balance, time moving funny. Trying to be present, trying to be strong, trying to keep pushing when the days get long. Some days I smile, some days I'm tired, some days I gotta encourage myself. Still praying over my family even when I need prayer myself. Lord, give me strength. Lord, give me vision. Lord, help me lead. Lord, help me listen. Heavy is the crown, but I ain't putting it down. God gave me this assignment, so I'm standing my ground. Heavy is the crown, still I won't back down. The pressure got louder, but my faith got louder now. Yeah, being a father ain't easy. Being a leader ain't free. Every decision got consequences and people depending on me. Sometimes I carry worries I never say out loud, but I learned how to lead them with God instead of carrying them around. The world says hustle hard, God says trust me more. The world says do it alone, God says I've gone before. So I keep my head high, keep my eyes on Christ, because every battle looks smaller when you're looking through his eyes. I don't wear this crown alone.
Okay. Hold up, man. Yeah, I am back in the portal again. You understand me? Yeah, first off, I gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the true name of the living God of Israel. His name means he who exists. Yahweh Shai is the true name of the one that everyone ignorantly called Jesus. Reason is because the letter J was created in 1524. The Bible, which is the correct and proper holy book, is way older than 1524. So we know his name couldn't have been Jesus. And the proper way that you say it is Yahweh Shai, and it means he who saves. Rakakwadash is the proper way that you say Holy Spirit in the ancient language, which is the Paleo Hebrew, and Bahashem is the proper way that you say in the name in the ancient language, which is the Paleo Hebrew. Second and foremost, I have to pay homage to all of the great men who came before me through and during the reincarnation process, doing the same thing that I am doing for you today, right? All of the great kings, all of the great prophets, great seers, right, and great priests who came before me doing the same thing that I am doing for you today in your modern day lifetime, right? And that is giving you this game. You feel me? Yeah, man. Today's lesson, man, is gonna be about protecting your light, right? Yesterday I touched on the light, right, and I spoke on how, you know, witches and warlocks, right, are basically like a dark room with electricity inside of that room, right? But when you don't have any word, right? When you don't have that word, right? You're not performing the word, right, in your life, right? Because you can know the word, but if you're not performing the word in your life, right, you have no light. Okay. And those who are, you know, not just hearers of the word, but doers of the word, right? They have the light. Okay. They are the room with the light on. Right? Okay. But today we're gonna talk about protecting your light. Cause you got a lot of witches and warlocks around you, man. And this lesson really came about, man. My homegirl, I ain't gonna throw her name out there. You understand me? Just out of protection over her spirit. But we was running it, and you know, this lesson just came about, you know, because there's a lot of witches and warlocks, man. America is a place for demonic entities, and it's a place for witches and warlocks. It's a place of rebellion, okay? It's a place of sorcery, right? And you gotta protect your life by all means necessary, right? Because it's easy for your shit to get blew the fuck out, okay? I got some clips I want to play, man. And semen retention, bro, this is a very real thing, bro. Semen retention is a very, very, very real thing, bro. You got to be careful who you putting your dick in out here, man. There's so many women that's witches out here, man. So many women that are witches. So many of your homeboys are warlocks. Okay? Man, you got to be careful, man. Man, I hope this video bless somebody's life out there today, man. I think I be in my bag when I go to dropping videos like this. You understand me? Let's get the clips though, man. Let's get the clips, bro. I wanna play this one first, bro. I wanna play this one first.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna want me to tell y'all. You know.
Hold up. Before I do that, man, let me go here. Hopefully, man, you guys can hear the content well. Let me go here, bro. Hopefully you guys can hear the content well, man. Let Lil Mama talk, man. Let watch this shit.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna want me to tell y'all, you know, that I'm getting ready to tell y'all now. Men, you need to watch who you fucking with. I'm in a whole lot of witch, oracle, empress, black women coming into the craft type group. It is hundreds. I have seen hundreds of pictures of you dudes. Do you understand me? That these women is putting inside of these groups, and on full moons and on new moons, they straight up casting full flat out spells on y'all because y'all out here being dirty. Look, black man, tell that woman if you fucking around with somebody else. Like they straight up fucking y'all lives up, and y'all think it's some invisible God out here making you have car accidents, making you be being stuck to a woman, and you can't never let her go, and you can't never get away from her, cause she didn't put blood in your motherfucking food. She got your picture in the middle of a group with hundreds of other little young ass witches that ain't got no guidance, that ain't got no type of structure and discipline over them, and they just casting. You got 30 to 100 motherfucking women, y'all, sitting here saying, drive him into hell. May he pay for what it is that he did to her. Even if you just made a simple ass mistake, you know what I'm saying? You done pissed her off today. When you out here dating these women, you need to ask them what the fuck they believe in. I don't care. Just because she a Christian do not mean that she is not playing around with her witch friends and blood magic, the power of blood. Do you understand? Black women don't believe that motherfucking Jesus Christ shit. We know what the fuck our blood do. We have always known. I'm telling you, black men, watch who you fucking with. Almost every black woman know that if she want a man to put blood in his motherfucking spaghetti, put that shit in his motherfucking tea, whatever, they out here doing it, and I'm watching them. Black men, y'all better watch y'all motherfucking selves and start getting y'all life right. Quit playing with these women out here. They sinking y'all. All y'all asses are locked up. Y'all in some fucked up shit out here. The future of the black man, these young black men, it's not fucking looking good. Like, y'all need to get into y'all wisdom, into y'all own motherfucking knowledge, and find out who you are, find out who your ancestors are. Y'all out here fighting against shit y'all don't even know y'all fighting against. Like, this shit powerful as hell. Watch yourselves. Watch who y'all date. Check your motherfucking food. Check your teeth. Check your motherfucking toothbrush. Don't let no motherfucking body get no hair. Hey, y'all better protect yourself. That's as much as I can tell you without going into other shit. Fucking save yourself.
And look, man, I'ma say this, you hear me? When you got Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah on your side, you feel me? None of that shit affects you. Right? None of that shit affects you, man. But when you ain't rocking with Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man, the Lord, what she said, you niggas out here thinking it's an invisible God. Yeah, nah, it ain't no invisible God. It's a real God that allow that nigga to come across a nasty, no good ass hoe, right? The throw hexes on them like that. Okay? All right? This some real shit, man. This some real shit, bro, man. You don't know what type of motherfucking, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok groups that your bitch is a part of. Right? Or the bitches that you fucking with are part of. Right? A lot of them hoes tear it down. Okay? And you got the slightest idea. All right, you gotta be prayed up out here, man. You gotta have that hedge of protection around you. And I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Semen retention gonna give it to you. Prayer gonna give it to you. Fasting gonna give it to you. That hoe can do all that she wanna do. It ain't gonna but them look, every time she try to do that, them demons gonna come and tell that hoe, look, bitch, not him. Not him. Not him. The Lord covering him right now. But some of you niggas be so gone, you don't take time out to give time to the Lord. So you open access, you in open ground. Some of you niggas don't even believe in the Lord, so you niggas warlocks. You niggas warlocks. Yeah, you niggas might be doing semen retention, fasting and all that shit, but you niggas ain't got no word inside of you. Ain't even trying to practice the word, right? Don't even believe in the Lord. Don't even commune with the Lord. You're a motherfucking warlock. So when that hoe do that, even though you want semen retention, even though you praying, guess what? Ain't no hedge of protection around you, pussy ass nigga. And guess what's gonna befall upon you? Death. Right? Because this is a real thing. This is a real thing. Okay? You gotta watch these women, man. You gotta, especially the black woman. The black woman been into this shit. She been into this. This go back all the way back to Eve, man. When Eve say she was beguiled, this is what she was talking about. Witchcraft. Okay? The black woman been entertaining this shit. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Them hoes ain't gonna send this to no man. Right? Come on. Look, she gone. That bitch a witch too. This bitch is an unconscious witch. The bitch that's telling us this shit right now. Right? This whole calling on Jesus. All right? Straight witchcraft. Okay? But what she's saying is on fucking point, man. Look, man, I said it in the video yesterday. When you fasting, when you on semen retention, you on celibacy, when you praying, and you not tuned in to the Most High God, Those are weapons. Those are fucking doors to the spirit realm. You got demons that's waiting on your stupid ass, man. Waiting on you. Waiting on you to open that motherfucking door. Okay? This a real thing, man. Some of you niggas on semen retention and just get up and just go straight to the gym. Ain't thank the Lord at all. Not realizing you're practicing spiritual practice. You have opened the door to the spirit realm. You at war. You at war. Okay? All right? These demons know what you like. They know the type of bitches that you like. Okay? Bitches will come and love bomb you. Thick bitches. Beautiful bitches. Right? Okay? These demons know what you like. You like petite bitches, they will send you a petite bitch. Okay? They know what you like. You gotta be careful out here, man. Let's get another one out here. You hear me? Let's get another one out here, man.
How to identify a witch? One of the spices of witchcraft is the spirit of control, where you want people to think, to talk, and act like you. That's the same reason why you jump from your wall to another person.
You know, and look, man. She kept it real. Man, look, the motherfuckers will mirror you. Man, witches know how to use, they will send insects at you, man, the motherfucking monitor you, man. There's a such thing as monitoring spirits. Right? They have animals monitoring you. Usually, oh, that's a squirrel. Not knowing a witch sent that motherfucker to monitor your stupid ass. Okay? It's a real thing, man. This is a real thing. Some of y'all just stuck in relationships, man. I don't know why you can't leave certain bitches alone, bro. You already ain't in tune with the Most High God. This hoe done did some old devious witchcraft ass shit. Like the other bitch was saying, to put blood in your spaghetti, blood in your motherfucking food. Now took your motherfucking toothbrush, nigga, and stuck it in her pussy, nigga. You ain't got the slight. You got the slightest idea this hoe done did that. You hear me? You understand me? Blood is powerful, nigga. Blood is a powerful motherfucking thing. That's blood is sacred. You understand me? Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Magic book out apparently and found this spell, buried it in her yard. And after that happened, she had cast this spell. Rumor has it that spells work. She had cast this spell. He lost his job, got kicked out of his apartment, got kicked out of school, and other weird stuff was happening until he could get his life back together, and I guess that would mean after she took the spell off. Now, you see all this stuff and you go, okay, could be coincidence, but I don't really want to, you see what I'm saying? I don't really want to get that much involved to find out, because I don't need to have nothing cast on me that may or may not what they used to call them hate, just hate on them.
And you know, and he's saying, you know, it's a lot of old fools out here, man. You know, it's a lot of old fucking fools out here, man. He's saying until she took the spell, no, that nigga had to go do some inner work. Right? He had to get on semen retention, start praying to the Most High God, right? And break that motherfucker off of him. Okay? Some of these niggas they don't want to do the work. They so much immersed inside of the nature and the culture of America, which is a godless nature and a godless nation, that they don't even know the names of the Lord. They not a friend of the Lord. So that witchcraft gonna work every motherfucking time. Right? And you got more and more and more and more black women that's getting off into witchcraft. Right? 90% of the women that go to church are witches. Okay? I can even go to and say 99 witches. Okay? And some of these women are getting so heavy inside of the witchcraft, they are leaving the church and going straight into witchcraft. Okay? But 99% of the women that are going to church are entertaining witchcraft. Right? A lot of these women love watching TV shows like Charm. Right? This is some real shit. Love witch shows like Sabrina. Okay? This is America. This is her land. Right? Feminism is witchcraft. Okay? You got to protect your life. Let's get it. Let's get the next clip.
As the economy is changing, lots of people are getting, relationships are tanking, less people are getting married, there's less support economically, stress and anxiety. It's interesting how now you see women turning to different spirituality that essentially makes them feel as if they are in control. When she was talking, she mentioned something about creating different potions that bring, you know, prosperity and goodwill and merit and all these different things. And so they're basically doing these different rituals as a way to try to combat, you know, negative things that they're maybe experiencing in day-to-day life. And imagine a lot of women are doing this as a way to cope and as a way to try to manage the stress of everyday life. It seems like a grasp of women basically trying to gain control in areas where they feel out of control, but doing it outside of structure, doing it outside of accountability, doing it outside of really anything that may require them to be self-reflective.
Right, and this hold up. This the thing. I don't give a fuck what her intention or reason is behind it. Witchcraft is witchcraft. Right? La Mama there just broke it all the way down. A lot of these bitches is doing it because this money bad, this economy bad out here. These hoes doing money spells. Right? A lot of you niggas waking up, getting on semen retention. These hoes is doing spells on you niggas. Okay? This bitch 40, 45, 50, 55. She's single. This hoe doing love spells, love potions. Okay? 30, 35, doing love potions. You don't know her. You think she just on the fucking phone. You think she just entertaining social media. Okay? Better know what's going on out here, man. Let's get into some of your homeboys, though. Let's let this video right here play, right? Because some of your homeboys, some of these niggas you niggas rocking with and rocking around, these niggas warlocks, man. Nigga riding around jamming NBA YoungBoy, and you thinking this nigga the coolest nigga on the planet Earth. That nigga a motherfucking warlock. Nigga watching you, every move you make, nigga want to make the same move. He trying to mirror everything you do. Warlock. You better be prayed up out here. You better be on SR out here. You better have some power with you. You better have some power with you, King. Let's get it. Let's go.
Of these men talk about these women doing black magic against them by placing things in their food, drinks, etc. But have you forgotten about your homeboys? Some want your relationship, some want your life and to be you, some want your popularity, some can't stand you, but they act like they do. Do you ever think to suspect the unexpected? Some of these men are filled with envy and jealousy. It's so many
Come on.
things that people hide behind that isn't always presented to you unless you have the discernment to see through the BS. Don't be deceived. Let them play checkers while you play chess. Peace and love.
Right, and that's some real shit. That's some real shit. Right? I'm dealing with it right now. Right? But because I know I'm on SR, because I know, I'm praying, right? I go through certain moments of my day fasting, yeah. I know the energy can't really pierce, even though I know it be trying. Okay? You understand me? Man, you gotta be prayed up out here, man. I'm just being real with you guys out here, man. A lot of this music that's out here, a lot of these movies and fucking, social media reels that's out here, man. This shit is sorcery. Sorcery. Right? Let's get another one, man. Let's get another clip.
Destroying the church. Actually, my job was not outside the church. My job was to destroy the children of God. Because now we want to end this generation that will say God is holy. And people must follow the devil. So we don't fight with people that are not inside the presence of God, because already the devil knows these are mine.
Did you motherfuckers hear this hoe? Did you hear this hoe? Right? This hoe say her job was to go inside of the church and destroy the church. And to be honest with you, the church been destroyed. Been destroyed. Okay? Your great-great-grandmother that was practicing witchcraft, she was still going to church. The church been destroyed. All right? This ain't nothing new. It's just more high tech today. Right? We got social media today. We got the internet today. But these principles ain't nothing motherfucking new. Okay? The hoodoo bitch always been around. Right? Got a lot of niggas that's open to the tarot. You understand me? And the tarot, the story behind the tarot, it has a real meaning. I done broke down that meaning before. I got a video breaking down the tarot meaning. Right? But when you go into and actually go to performing the tarot itself, you playing with fire. I'm just being real with you. You playing with fire, man. You playing with fire. Right? You playing with fire at that point. Let's get another video.
I don't know who told us you got to be a witch to be black. You are not more black by engaging in witchcraft that is still propagating a white supremacist lie that black people in Africa didn't know Jesus. I am angry that the powers that be in social media and in culture and in music and in Beyonce's music and in Kalani's music and in whatever the other, and in Santa, like, I'm angry.
And let me say this, man. That's why the black woman needs to just sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. You understand me? You feel me? I played that video, just to show this is why she needs to sit the fuck down, bro. You know what I'm saying? She thought she was hitting on some points, which she did a minor. She hit on a minor point, but she killed the whole premise. First of all, there's no such thing as black people. There's no such thing as white people. Those are social constructs that were created right in the early 1600s. Before the early 1600s, you would never find black and white. Okay? That's the first thing. Okay? And to keep continuing calling yourself black, you entertaining what? Witchcraft. Right? Witchcraft. Okay? But what she said about the music, she's totally correct. All right. It's a real thing, you know. But she steady calling on Jesus. It's even right there on the thing. She steady calling on Jesus. Right? Gone, bro. You know, the black woman be entertaining witchcraft and don't even be knowing that she entertaining witchcraft. Right? Eve, man, I don't know what to say about him. You know, this her world though. You know, she can. This her world, man. You feel me? She ain't gonna learn. You know. And to be honest with you fellas out there, man, y'all just gotta be prayed up out here, man. Let's get this last video clip right quick.
There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
Right.
He told us you got to be a witch.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, the Lord ain't with no witchcraft, bro. You know, he's not with it. And if you entertain it, he gonna fuck over you. Right? He gonna fuck over you, man. He gonna open you up to what you entertaining. So don't get surprised, you know, shit go to just popping off in your life. Man, a lot of time, bro, when we be relapsing, bro, for semen retention, bro, we be fucking bitches, bro, that just be fucked up demonically inside of themselves. Bitches that got whose spirit is just so motherfucking demonic, and we don't be knowing. We just want to get our rocks off. But these women be so motherfucking demonic that we're passing that energy on to us, bro. Sometimes the energy be so demonic that bitch will give you an STD. Okay. This some real shit, bro. You know. Let's get into the lesson, man. Let's get into the lesson, bro. You know, there was a guy by the name of Pastor Stephen Darby. Man, his spirit must be around me right now. Pastor Stephen Darby, man, he just ended up dying out of nowhere. And nobody like to talk about Pastor Stephen Darby. You know, it's like they talk about, they always say, you know, Pastor Stephen Darby, you know, he was real whoop, but they don't like to really talk about Pastor Stephen Darby. Right? Be honest with you, Pastor Stephen Darby was talking about some real shit, but he didn't have the protection around him to say the things that he was saying. Right? I mean, we all know Pastor Stephen Darby was married. But Pastor Stephen Darby was, you know, he was touching on witchcraft and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And be honest, he lost his life. Because I don't know if Pastor Stephen Darby thought this shit was a motherfucking game. This ain't no game, dog. You can't be talking about things like this, my nigga, and not be on your P's and Q's. Okay? If a witch fuck around and come across my video or anything, right, man, that bitch would throw hexes on me, man. I better be, you know, and it's, you know, I mean, that's why, bro, a lot of times, a lot of people know about this shit, but they don't want to say nothing because they know how real this shit is, you understand me? Take courage. And I salute Pastor Stephen Darby for having the courage to say the things that he said. But when you not on semen retention, right? When you not on the word, when you not understanding them names, the real names of the Lord, you playing with fire. You playing with fire. And Pastor Stephen Darby had some great messages, right? He had one called "Witches Is Your Problem." Great message. But with lessons like that, if you go back and look at his timeline, when he started preaching lessons like that, he wasn't here too much longer. He wasn't here too much longer. He wasn't here too much longer. Pastor Stephen Darby's death is so significant because anybody that was tuned in to the spirit, right, we know why he died. We know it was witchcraft. It had witchcraft written all over the motherfucker. We know it. At the end of the day, the Lord, right, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, is the author of life and death. We know that too. But the Lord is the commissioner here, you know, that we knew it was a spirit of witches that threw hexes on that brother. And the Lord just allowed it to go through. Yeah, okay. Let it happen. Right? When Pastor Stephen Darby was giving the messages, be honest with you, he was supposed to be not fucking his wife at all. He both been fasting, praying daily. I miss that brother. He was a real one in the spirit. Right? Pastor Stephen Darby was the one that really turned me on to Negro land and Hebrew Israelites. Right? A lot of us he turned on. Right? But Pastor Stephen Darby, right, sometimes, man, you can get your information from the Hebrew Israelites, but then a lot of preachers are doing this, and that's why they getting fucked up through the spirit. That's why God allowing these witches to fuck them up through the spirit, because them niggas getting their information from the Hebrew Israelites, but then they going back into the Christian world like they just all of a sudden found that shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? Let's get it. Protecting the light. Once you recognize the light, you have to learn how to protect it, right? Yesterday, we talked about the light. We did. We talked about recognizing the light, walking in the light, and understanding that light represents truth, righteousness, wisdom, purity, and the presence of God working within your life. Right? But today we have to take the next step. What happens after you find the light? You protect it. Because darkness doesn't just sit back and watch light shine. Darkness constantly tries to distract it, consume it, corrupt it, and pull it back into itself. Correct. That's why you know you motherfuckers out there fasting for weight loss. I don't seem to retention to pull bitches and better your life and all that, but you ain't got no word in you at all. Yeah. You open up that motherfucking spiritual door to the spirit realm and you walk in that bitch, they got demons that's scouting you. Yeah, we got us one. Look at this stupid motherfucker. Got us one. Y'all smell that? Fresh meat. Yeah. The light attracts attention. Yeah, it does. You ain't no hiding when you on semen retention. Ain't no hiding when you fasting. Ain't no hiding when you praying. When somebody has been walking in darkness for a long time, suddenly beginning to walk in light creates a contrast. Even that darkness has light. That darkness comes with a power field. You can't hide when you've been accumulating darkness. Right? It's a power. That's why protecting your light requires discernment. Not everything deserves access to your mind. No, it don't. Not everybody deserves access to your energy. Not every environment deserves your presence. Not every temptation deserves your attention. And not every voice deserves to speak into your spirit. Come on, man. You have to learn the difference between something that feeds your light and something that feeds the darkness. You got to. You got to. Let's get the Legion principle, right? Look at the story in Mark 5, right? Yahushua encounters a man who's being tormented by unclean spirits, right? That's for all you motherfuckers out there that don't think that the fourth dimension is real. Now, don't believe that the fourth dimension is overlapping the third dimension that we're currently present in at this very moment of time. Okay? When Yahushua asks, what is thy name? The response is, my name is Legion, for we are many. Yeah, one person can have thousands of unclean spirits, thousands of demons housing inside of their vessel. One person. One person. Alright? Mark 5 and 9. Think about that. Legion means many. The lesson isn't that every struggle you experience is literally a demon. The lesson is that darkness can become multiplied. Yes. Yes, it can. It can. Right? And it can become heavier. Right? But let me break that down, how it can become heavier. All right, you started fucking with this bitch, but before you started fucking with this bitch, you didn't smoke, you didn't drink, you didn't do none of that. But because this hoe has such of a fucking fucked up demonic ass energy and demonic spirit upon her, next thing you know, you find yourself you vaping now. Vaping went from vaping to now you smoking weed. Right? At first it was just on the weekends, now you hitting it through the week. First it was just drinking when you working on this bitch, now you drinking every time you get off from work. Right? That's that whole energy. Right? I'm talking to somebody out there. I can feel it. One bad decision can lead to another, and one temptation can lead to another. One compromise can open the door to another compromise. One distraction becomes another distraction. One unhealthy attachment becomes another. And before you realize it, what started as one little crack has become an entire system fighting against your light. Right. Right. That's the Legion principle. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Everything would speak with you in that hole at first. Now everything just bitter. Right? You can't understand why. Fuck that bitch. But you can't say that though. Cause that hoe done, she done grasped your motherfucking soul. Right? Witchcraft. Darkness doesn't always attack you with one thing. Sometimes it attacks you with many things at once. You having problems at work. I mean, most of us that's on semen retention, bro, we know. Look, what motherfuckers in the semen retention community is never going to admit, what these motherfuckers never going to admit, the bad luck that we experiencing when we get off of semen retention, that's coming from bitches that's demonic. I said it. I said it. But that's my girlfriend. That's my wife. That whole demonic. You ain't the first nigga that she done fucked. Okay? Real is real. You are not obsolete. Okay? Witches, warlocks, and the protection of your light. Now we have to talk about something else that has been associated throughout history with the dark side of spiritual practice. Witches and warlocks. The Bible itself warns against sorcery, witchcraft, divination, and attempting to operate through spiritual powers outside of God. Deuteronomy 18:10 through 12 specifically warns against practices such as witchcraft, divination, and sorcery. So the lesson isn't to become obsessed with identifying witches and warlocks everywhere you go. The lesson is discernment. You don't have to chase darkness. You don't have to investigate everybody. You don't have to live in fear of somebody else's spiritual practice. Instead, know your light so well that you recognize what does not belong to it. Right? You gotta know your light. What's the light? The word. If someone practices something contrary to what you believe God has commanded, you don't have to participate. Simple. Right? You resist the devil, he'll flee. You don't have to entertain it. You don't have to invite it into your life. And you don't have to respond to darkness by becoming dark yourself. Right? Don't let fear become another form of darkness. This is important. Protecting your light does not mean becoming paranoid. It doesn't mean looking at every person and saying that person is a witch. But in this modern day time frame, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. You better be scoping. You better be scoping. Right? Witches and warlocks come in all shapes, sizes, forms, fashion. You better be scoping. You know, It doesn't mean believing that somebody automatically has power over you simply because they practice something you disagree with. Right? To be honest with you, yeah, they do. Right? If you ain't suited and booted in this word, right? And this motherfucker over here more disciplined in the witchcraft and that they're entertaining. If they're more disciplined with it, they got more power than you, nigga. I'm just being honest with you, right? Like I said yesterday, they got witches and warlocks. That I showed the video yesterday. The warlock dude saying that he only to be a warlock chief, you have to only fuck. You are only permitted to fuck 5 times out the year. But you got some warlocks that are very disciplined and understand the power, so they only fucking 1 time out the year. So you got a motherfucker like that ain't got no word in them. They can cast a spell, throw a prayer. A spell ain't nothing but a prayer. Throw a spell out there, say a prayer on a whole motherfucking community of people and say everybody that's in this community that God is not pleased with, regardless of how much scripture they know, regardless of what they doing. Everybody in this community that God is that ain't walking that right path, I want their life to be hell today. And guess what? You'll wake up and wonder why your shit ain't going the way it's supposed to be going. Okay? Wonder why shit just fucking up in your life. What you done did. Don't know. It's a motherfucker right over here in the community that done threw hexes on your motherfucking ass. Right? It's a dangerous lesson right here. I'm talking that shit today. I've been talking that shit since yesterday. Okay? Your protection comes from God, your faith, your obedience, your discernment, and the way you conduct yourself. Yeah, because when you tuned in like that, man, them demons going back to that witch and that warlock and saying, hey, see this person right here? You can't fuck with them. Leave them alone. Leave them alone now. Now, if that witch and warlock ain't in tune, they gonna try to do it again. Hold up, what you mean? I can't do fuck with them. Nah, the demon gonna tell them, leave them alone. You gonna fuck over yourself. Leave them alone. They rocking with the Most High God. You leave that person right there alone. Okay? The enemy can use fear just as easily as temptation. So don't allow fear of darkness to become another thing that consumes your light. You don't protect light by obsessing over darkness. You protect light by staying connected to the source of the light. What's the source of the light? His word. Yahweh Shai. Right? Who is the word? Who is the light? Right? Protect the flame. Imagine carrying a flame through the night. You don't have to fear the darkness. You simply have to make sure you don't allow the wind to extinguish what you're carrying. That's why scripture says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. That word heart translates to the word la'ab, which is mind in the Greek. So it basically says keep your mind with all diligence, right? Keep your mind focused on the Most High God and His Son and His Word. All right? Because out of it are the issues of life. Right? You ain't got this word, when life start hitting your motherfucking ass, you ain't gonna know what to do. Then there is gonna go run to a witch like King Saul. All right? Keep thy heart, that means guard what enters you. Guard what you watch, guard what you hear, guard what you meditate on, guard what you entertain, guard your desires, guard your relationships, guard your time, guard your purpose. Because whatever you repeatedly allow into your spirit eventually begins to influence the direction of your life. And this is America, man. You gotta be on that. You gotta be on that 100 times harder. Because there's so much sorcery and witchcraft around you all day long. So through the imagery, just in stores, right? The symbols and signs of stores hitting you with witchcraft, right? TV shows, social media, bitches walking outside with nothing on, right? Envy and jealous ass niggas around you. Witchcraft. America. Sorcery. Darkness wants the light. That's what they want from you. You doing semen retention, you praying, you fasting, you come getting the one with the Most High God. They can see the glow, they see the light, they want it from you. They want to make you mad. Want to make you pissed off. Want to make you feel uneasy. Want to make you think you're crazy. Right? Before they make you feel like that, though, they'll try to send a bitch your way like a Delilah. Right? Darkness cannot become light simply by pretending to be light. That's why discernment matters. Something can look good and still pull you away from your purpose. Talk to them. Talk to them. You think this hoe the one. Yeah, she just one of many. You understand me? Something can feel good and still weaken your discipline. That's a lot of things. I could touch on a lot of things that can feel good and weaken your discipline. A lot of things popped in my mind when I said that. Something can entertain you and still drain your spirit. Talk to them. Something can give you temporary pleasure while taking away long-term power. Come on, man. All my semen retainers, you supposed to be tuned in with that one. That 30 minutes to an hour, however long you niggas out there fucking. Some of you niggas busting within 10 minutes, you been off, you ain't fucked in a while. That first nut, yeah, you coming quick. Right? That temporary pleasure that took away your long-term power. You've been strong 5, 6, 8, 9, sometimes 3, sometimes 2 months, sometimes a year, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You've been strong. Them little 15 minutes to 30 minutes and took your motherfucking power away. This whole bounce up like a motherfucking spring chicken and you just laying there drained. Protecting the light means learning to recognize what is trying to dim you. And look, let me say this, I'm a man too. I understand what it is. I get it. I understand. Right? But once again, you got to recognize what is trying to dim your light. And that includes anything connected to practices you believe are spiritually contrary to God, including witchcraft, sorcery, or occult practices. Right? You don't have to fight everybody practicing those things. No, you don't. You simply don't participate. You keep your distance, you keep your boundaries, and you keep your light. Right? That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Don't entertain it. Right? Let me get where I was at. Ping, ping. Don't just carry the light, guard it. Matthew 5:14. It says, ye are the light of the world. Then Yahushua says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel. Right? The purpose of light is to shine. So protecting the light doesn't mean hiding from everybody. It means becoming disciplined enough that the darkness around you doesn't determine the brightness within you. Right? You can walk through darkness without becoming darkness. You can enter difficult environments without allowing the environment to enter you. Correct. A lot of us grew up in the projects, but you wouldn't even tell. Couldn't tell. A lot of us grew up in hood environments, but you really can't tell. Right? You can encounter temptation without surrendering to it. You can see darkness without becoming fascinated by it. That's maturity. Right? Your light needs stewardship. This connects directly to the previous lessons, right? Right. Purity prepares you. Stewardship teaches you how to manage what you've been given. The light reveals what is within you. Protecting the light teaches you how to keep it burning. You don't protect your light because light is weak. You protect it because what is valuable must be guarded. Right. Your sperm is valuable. Your semen is valuable. That's your life force. Life force. That sperm is light. L-I-G-H-T. Light. Okay? Must protect that. Fuck. We in America though, we was trained and, you know, give that shit away like candy, nigga. We was. You know? Let's get the final lesson. The enemy doesn't always have to destroy you. No, he don't. Sometimes all darkness has to do is distract you. That's it. That's it. If it can keep you distracted long enough, you stop feeding the light. Yep. You stop feeding the light becomes weaker in your daily walk. So don't underestimate distractions. Don't underestimate temptations. Don't underestimate environments. Don't underestimate what you repeatedly consume. And don't underestimate the power of one small compromise, because legion was many, but Yahushua was still greater. The presence of many doesn't mean the light has lost, right? It means you have to remember whose light you're carrying. Come on, man. Let's get the declaration. I will protect my light. I will guard my mind. I will guard my heart. I will guard my eyes. I will guard my energy. I will guard my purpose. I will not allow distractions to extinguish my discipline. I will not allow darkness to make me forget who I am. I will not participate in witchcraft, sorcery, or practices that pull me away from Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I will not live in a fear of darkness, right? I will walk through darkness without becoming darkness. I am the light of the world. And because the light was given to me, I have a responsibility to protect it, protect the light. And we all do, man. Those of us that are on semen retention, those of us who are fasting, those of us who are praying to the Most High God, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, we are in a war against the others who are also powerful, right, but are not giving devotion to the Most High God, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm talking about the witches and warlocks who are also praying, who are also fasting, who are also, you know, on semen retention and celibacy. But they are not devoting themselves to the Most High God, rather to the other side. And the trickery is they're still working for the Most High God, they're just working for him on the left-hand side. Okay? All right? But there is a war amongst us. All right? You got to be guarded up, man. Got to be suited and booted. Right? You will cultivate the power. You will cultivate the light when you're on semen retention, when you're on celibacy, when you're praying, when you're fasting. You will cultivate that power. But you have to protect it. You have to protect it. Because there are spirits and there are entities who work through people who may be just as stronger in the spirit realm as you. And on that note, I hope you guys are blessed out there. I hope Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai keep you guys covered out there. And until I see you guys again in the portal,